Welcome to our show, Mehdi. Can you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hi, I'm Mehdi Osama. I'm 18 years old. I live in Germany. I've been living there for 3 years now. And I play football in Germany, third division. So yeah, semi-professional.
Number 1, let it go. This is one of the coolest looking and easiest skills that exist because you literally don't even have to touch the ball. The scenario for this one is that you're about to receive a pass with enough power from your teammate, but instead of controlling the ball yourself, you're actually gonna let it go towards your teammate who's in a better position than you are. Now, you can either just simply let the ball go through your legs while standing still, or you might be in an attack, running forward with your teammates, and bam, you're gonna run over the ball like this one. There are tons of ways you can pull off the skill. But make no mistake, while the move itself is extremely easy, being successful with this one and spotting the opportunity in advance is where people either fail or succeed with this one. So make sure you check your surroundings and know where your teammates are before you just let the ball go and you end up looking like a fool. So aim to be one step ahead up here in your brain, and you've already done the most difficult part of this skill. Number 2 is the step over feint, which is another personal favorite of mine that I can absolutely recommend to players of all skill levels. Now, the scenario with this one is that you're close to the sideline, attacking this way, and you're about to receive the ball from your teammate. But at the same time, there's a defender rushing towards you. Now, after receiving the ball, bam, and controlling the ball, you're simply gonna make an inside step over, making the defender believe you're actually gonna go this way before, bam, changing direction and going the opposite way. Let me repeat one more time. The ideal window of opportunity for this skill is when there is indeed a defender rushing towards you, because when the player is coming towards you with a lot of pace, even the smallest misstep from his side will make him lose balance, bam, and you get to go your way just the way you want to. And my last tip to make this already easy skill even easier for you is to make sure that you make the inside step over, bam, with your strong foot, because that enables that you can actually tap the ball with your strong foot, so potentially you don't even have to use your weak foot at all. And that's about it. Another great and easy skill that I'm sure anybody out there can learn. Number 3 might look a little bit difficult and advanced to a lot of the beginners out there, but I can assure you that once we slow things down a little bit, all of you guys will learn this skill in no time. Now, when you start practicing, you want to have the ball directly in front of you, take your weak foot and put it in front of you like this. And the next thing you're gonna do is jump with your standing foot, tap the ball a little bit towards your weak foot that's already in front of the ball like this. You can already see where we're going with this one. Once you feel comfortable tapping the ball, we're obviously gonna add the actual step over into the mix as well. And how that's gonna work is quite simple. Instead of going entirely around the ball with your weak foot like this and placing your foot down, you're actually gonna stop the step over halfway and again leave your foot in front of the ball like this. And after that, you're simply gonna do the thing that we just practiced. Half step over, jump with your standing foot, bam, tap the ball and go the opposite way. It really is that simple. Once you get the hang of the mechanics and how your feet are actually supposed to move, I promise you, all of you guys out there will learn this skill in no time. And once you feel comfortable with all the basics, you can start making everything a little bit more fluent and advanced. Basically, what you want to do with this skill is step on the ball with the sole of your foot, drag the ball back and simply turn 180 degrees and run away from your defender. If you're watching football on TV, you can even see the world's best footballers pulling this move off in almost every single match. Yet, it's some of the most basic things you can do while playing football. Trick number 2 is the no-look pass. Did you see what I did there? I was looking. Anyways, what you want to do is while running with the ball, you spot your teammate with the corner of your eye, you quickly glance back at the ball and you look the other way before passing the ball. This is a cheeky move. Your defenders will probably hate you for this, but the crowd will always have a show. You ready? And my skill number 3 for today is the Ronaldo chop. Now this skill looks extremely cool and flashy, but let me tell you a secret. It's actually not that difficult to pull off and master. Essentially what you just want to do is hit the ball with the inside of your strong foot through your legs while jumping like this. And a good way to practice this skill is exactly what I'm doing right now. You're just standing still with the ball in front of you. You jump up, whoop, bring your strong foot a little bit out to the side and hit it hard. Run the opposite direction. See you! So today's skill move is called something along the lines of V-drag roll. And the greatest thing about this skill, in my opinion, is that you can pull off the entire skill only using your strong foot. So if you're a little bit insecure and uncomfortable controlling the ball with your weak foot, this is the perfect skill for you.
What sparked your interest in football initially?
Basically, my dad used to play football a lot, and until now he plays football. I played with him the past 2 days. So yeah, that's how it started. So it's basically a family thing. All of us plays football in the family, my brothers, and my cousins as well, my uncles. So yeah, that's how it started.
Mehdi, can you tell us how did you get started with football?
I started in Kuwait when I was like around 6 years old. I was playing for Al Qadsiya. I was training with them, and after that I stopped because I was doing swimming as well, and I did water polo as well for a couple of years. And yeah, after that I traveled to Germany to study, and over there I started playing football again, but that was my main sport, like football. I wasn't doing anything else. So yeah, that's how I started.
Can you tell me about the clubs you play at a bit more?
So at the moment I play for Aisha Horn, is a local team in Bremen. And yeah, I'm planning to move on to go to Oldenburg because it's a higher level. So yeah.
Now obviously this move is very much inspired by street football and futsal, but trust me, you can also find great use for this skill in 11-a-side situations. And basically the things you need in order to pull this skill off is fast footwork and great balance. So let's look into the skill. Step number 1 is understanding what your body is supposed to do in order to pull off this skill. And I like to start with the ball in front of me without any defenders around and taking it extremely slowly. Now, as the name suggests, we are trying to make a little V shape with the ball. And to pull that off, start with the ball in front of you and drag it across your body. Stop it again with your strong foot, pull it back, and boom, tap the ball with the inside of your strong foot to go to the opposite direction. You want to get comfortable with this movement, standing still, nice and easy, just repeating the movement so it starts to become automatic and becomes a part of your muscle memory. Now, repeat this a couple hundred times until it feels natural, and also do keep in mind that there are two ways you can actually do this skill. You can either take your first touch with the inside of your foot before stopping it again and dragging it back, or you can simply roll the ball with the bottom of your foot like this. Now you want to get comfortable with both movements because they both have their own pros and cons. We're gonna look into a little bit later. Now, once you're comfortable with the basics, step number 2 is making the move more game-like. And we're gonna achieve that by using our body more aggressively and actually jumping a little bit while doing the skill to sell the effect even more, like this. Now, a great way to understand how the jump is supposed to work is starting off the movement nice and easy, like this, stopping the ball, and then just simply taking a little step with your weak foot like this. Once again, you wanna start slowly. Tap the ball, stop it, take a little jump step like this. It feels a little bit awkward at first, but believe me, you want to get comfortable with the mechanics and build up the pace as you get more comfortable with the movement. Again, the reason you want to implement both the jump and using your upper body is because this is not half as effective as this. Wow! Last but not least, using the jump and your upper body also helps you protect the ball because you're actually putting something physical between you, the defender, and the ball, instead of the scenario where the ball is just out in the open for the defender to catch. So, like I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, you can either take the first touch with the inside of your foot or simply using the sole of your foot to roll the ball. And I just quickly want to go through both examples. In my personal opinion, taking the first touch with the bottom of your foot like this, the advantage with this one is that it kind of makes it seem like you're losing control of the ball for a short period of time before taking the ball back again like this. On the other hand, if you take the first touch with the inside of your foot like this, in my opinion, it makes the upper body movement a little bit more aggressive, and it almost makes you feel like you're just nice and easy going this way in a slow motion like feeling before rapidly going off to the opposite direction. So long story very short, try to play with both variations, both the bottom of your foot and the inside of your foot variations to see which one you think can help you more in game situations. Skill number 1 is what I like to call the double trap. And basically this is a combination of an inside and an outside step over. Now, the goal with this move is to make your defender believe that you're just going for the simple inside step over turn. But instead, you also all of a sudden whip out an outside step over and rush back to the opposite direction. Now, practicing this move is extremely easy, and I like to start right here with the ball comfortably directly in front of me. Take your strong foot, make an inside step over, and use the same foot to make an outside step over before tapping the ball slightly with the outside of your weak foot. Now, what you want to do in the beginning is get comfortable with the movement. Make sure this feels natural, and when you feel comfortable and understand how the movement is supposed to work, we're gonna add some movement to the ball as well. So, start by rolling the ball very lightly, and do the same movement. Repeat this a couple of times, and that's essentially it. As you get better with the move, you can start making it more game-like, you can start adding pace, but essentially you want to be able to pull off the move with the ball moving with you as well. So once again, roll the ball, inside, outside, tap. Now there are a couple of extra key things you want to keep in mind. Number 1, don't run too fast. If you run too fast, you're gonna lose control of the ball, so don't run too fast. Number 2, use your entire body. This skill will never work if you're standing up like a statue like this. You can see how awkward that looks, and you don't want to be that guy. Instead, you want to use your entire body to sell the effect even more and make sure your defender gets off balance, especially with the second outside step over. You seriously want to turn your entire body and your chest this way to make it more believable. Trust me, this is gonna make a huge difference. Look at the difference. Nobody's gonna fall for that trick. Instead, turn your entire chest this way before rushing to the opposite direction. Like this.
Can you describe a memorable moment in your football that stands out to you?
Last year, we played a game against a rival team. And first half, we were losing like around 3-0. We went into the changing room. The trainer was speaking to us. He was like, I need you guys to play with more energy, more power, more passion. And yeah, we went into the second half and we made a comeback and we won around 4-3. And I scored the last minute goal. So,
nice. How has football influenced and enriched your life?
So as a football player or like an athlete in general, you need to have discipline, passion, courage. And yeah, basically that's what you need to live in this life nowadays. And as a normal person as well, you have to apply whatever you do in an athlete. That's my personal opinion as well. Whatever you do in an athlete, you have to apply it on a daily basis life basically.
Are there specific challenges you faced in pursuing your football career and how did you overcome them, Mehdi?
So yeah, basically there was a couple. So as a student in Germany, school was my main thing and studying is the main thing over there. But at the same time, I love to play football. And one of my goals and my dreams is to be a football player in the future. So yeah, I had some problems in my school because I couldn't balance the time. I couldn't balance my studying time and my football time as well. So yeah, there was like some issues going on with me. But at the end, this year, I managed to have a plan for my study and for my school as well, at the same time to play football. So yeah.
Same, I really agree with you because sometimes I try to play football, but I can't because I have to study.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anyways, how do you balance your time between your football and other aspects of your life?
So I have school in the morning. I wake up in the morning, I go to school, I attend school. I try to finish all of my work over there, my homeworks, my schoolwork. Whenever I have free period in my school, I just try to focus on studying. And then after that, I go back home, I have lunch, and I attend training after that. And after training, I come back, take a shower, and go to bed.
Skill number 2 is what I like to call the pullback, and it looks somewhat like this. Whoa! Now, this move is extremely effective when you're caught up in a tight situation, maybe close to the sideline or the corner flag, and you need to create a little bit of space for yourself to maybe clear the ball or simply pass it on to your teammate. Now, practicing this move is once again very easy. We're gonna start with the ball in front of us and put our strong foot over the ball. You're gonna roll it back, tap it slightly with the same foot, and bam! Bring your weak foot out, stop the ball, roll it back, and go back to the opposite direction. Once again, roll the ball, tap it, stop it, pull it back, and go. You want to repeat this circle a couple of times with small movements to get comfortable before we can move on to more advanced scenarios. Now the goal with this move is to make your defender, who's potentially standing right in front of you, to come and reach for the ball. And because of that, you want to stop the ball as far away from your body as humanly possible, which is going to make it extremely difficult for him to follow you with your movements. And lastly, if you really want to take this skill to the next level, make it a lot flashier and more entertaining to the crowd, you want to add the no-look aspect, which would look like this. Whoa! Now personally, I don't recommend trying this out in the game because the chance of you losing the ball and looking like a fool is extremely high, and you don't want to be that guy. But if you are considering doing this in the game, first step is to be able to do the movement repeatedly without looking at the ball at all. If you're not comfortable doing this, don't even think about trying this out in the game. But yes, the no-look variation definitely looks cool, and I know a lot of you guys out there love flashy moves, so, you know, wow, you can consider adding the no-look to make this even more spicy. So, the basic idea behind all the skills in this episode is for us to fool the defender by drawing him extremely close to us. We pull off our skill and get rid of him. And we're gonna start with the skill that I like to call the Cruyff and turn. This skill is obviously a combination of a simple Cruyff turn and a little drag back with the bottom of your foot. And the scenario could be that you're in the center of the park looking for places to play the ball. There's a defender coming in on you and you need to create a little bit space for yourself in order to, for example, bam, provide a nice pass to your teammates. And the way we're gonna achieve that is by using the Cruyff turn as our bait. We're gonna make the Cruyff turn so slow and obvious that every single player on the pitch can see it coming. Now, the reason we wanna make the Cruyff turn slow and obvious is because we wanna try and make the defender adjust his run, because if he's running towards you with a lot of speed, even the smallest change of direction for him is gonna be bad time. And we're gonna try to take advantage of that by making, once again, slow Cruyff turn, bam, and a quick drawback, and then you can continue your way to the opposite side. Now, it's worth pointing out that when you're getting ready to perform the Cruyff turn, you already wanna turn your body a little bit ahead of time. That way, you have an easy access to the ball and you can quickly perform the change of pace and move on to the opposite way. So make sure that when you're about to do the Cruyff turn, you already, bam, place your standing foot pointing this way. That way you're naturally in a better position to drag the ball back. And the best thing is that if the defender completely falls for the first Cruyff turn already, you might as well continue the game this way and forget about the drag back. But in short, slow and obvious Cruyff turn, change of pace, and you're good to go.
What skills or lessons have you learned from your football career that you apply in other areas of your life?
So the main thing and the most important thing for me is discipline. And football taught me discipline as well. So yeah, discipline is the main thing for to be successful in life. And it's one of the most important things as well. So yeah.
Well, Mehdi, do you have any future goals or projects that you want to do in your football career?
Yeah, as I said before, I wanna be a football player.
Of course.
And hopefully that would work in Germany, professional football player. But if that didn't work, then I would like to manage a football team, and yeah, to take that team from the bottom to the
highest.
glory, basically. Yeah.
Well, Mehdi, can you tell us how has your passion for football evolved over time?
You know, when you start football as a new player in the team, you basically be a bit shy, low in confidence, and all of that. But with me, it was a bit different because I know I got the ability to play, I got the skills, I got everything to do whatever I want for football. So I had a bit of confidence at the beginning, but then I had an injury, and that basically lowered my confidence level. When I rehab from the injury, I took the confidence again. I had the confidence back again. But basically what boosted my confidence was my dad. He was encouraging me, he was supporting me. So yeah.
Means that the defender is going to be on the back foot, and since he has to turn around in order to really chase after you, it gives you a major advantage. So as long as you're a little bit fast, it's going to be no problem. Just remember to run at the defender only at a speed where you know you have an extra gear of acceleration, so you always have that little extra something to explode when you get close to him, like this. Lastly, Messi is the undisputed king of the quick first steps, because not only does this allow him to have a quick change of pace, but it also means that he's extremely agile, because this automatically keeps him running on his toes. And if you do this combined with his, to be fair, pretty awesome technique and touch on the ball, it really allows him to react very quickly in small areas and weave through defenses, making it a lot easier than if he did big, chunky, and clumsy touches. You don't want none of that.
So, today's skill is essentially an inside elastico that basically you're gonna pull off as soon as you receive the ball as your first touch. Now, I have a bit of a bad knee and I'm by far not the most fast or explosive player, but if you are at least a little bit rapid and have quick first steps, this skill is almost match made in heaven for you. It's game situations, but before that, we have to go through the technical information.
Mahdi, what's some advice you can tell to the young generation that you can help them chase their dreams?
I would like to say talent is not enough, and talent itself doesn't work. You have to put some extra work in, you have to work hard, you have to be patient as well. So basically work hard, be patient, focus on yourself, focus on your body, focus on your skills, your abilities, and that's all.
We would like to thank our guest Mahdi for being here with us, and I wish you the best in your football game.
Thank you so much. Thank you.